LeBron James is going to do something about it. Because when we expected Anthony Davis to, nothing happened. That's just one of the things we're going to talk about today. There's a whole lot more. Jay Will, Wendy, your boy in the house with two-tone. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. First takes in the house. Let's go.
And Brooks staring at LeBron.
I poke bears.
Is he up to the challenge? Right now he is.
Whoa. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40.
And LeBron just wouldn't return the favor.
We understand what a series is all about.
Big finish, Dillon Brooks.
Game 3 is the most important game of the series. Hit home and zone in on what needs to be done. On Saturday, it's back to the 4 lines.
Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Welcome into First Take. Thank you for being with us. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Stephen A. Jay. It's great to I haven't been on TV with you in so long.
It's been a while.
I know. It's great to have you back. How's everyone feeling this morning?
I mean, the jacket, I approve.
Yes.
I approve.
This is a custom Andre Julius.
I like
so
it.
shout to him.
Why?
I approve.
Yep.
I might do one of those one day. One
Okay.
day. I might.
Well,
I might. But
you need the plug.
Ryan Clark already beat me to it, so I don't really want to copy him because I don't need to. But it looks nice.
Yeah, and shout to RC for the connection
Miracles
as well.
happen.
Miracles happen.
All right, we ready to talk some hoops, folks?
Let's do it.
Also, by the way, NFL draft 1 week away. Let's go. Dillon Brooks calls LeBron James old after the Grizzlies' Game 2 win. The two exchange words in the third quarter, with Brooks saying James called him dumb for having picked up his 4th foul. After the Memphis series-tying win, one that came with Ja Morant on the sideline with a hand injury, Brooks critiqued the Lakers star, saying he's not at the same level that he was winning championships in Cleveland and Miami. Here's more from Brooks.
You and LeBron have that exchange. There are people out there that say maybe you shouldn't do that with one of the better players in the game. What were you thinking?
I don't care. He's old. You know what I mean? I was waiting for that. I poke bears. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40.
Okay, gentlemen. I'm starting with you. Fire it up, baby. Let's go, Jay Will. What do you think? Should Brooks poke the LeBron bear?
Do it all you want. He's already been doing it. He did this before the series even started. He asked for that game, and there's one dude who's barking, who's yapping while he's playing. His team just won, and he's like, yeah, I want you, I want you. And then when they get you and they win the game and you're sitting back on the sideline, everybody knows that you just got pumped, right? So regardless of whether LeBron James had 28 points or not, his team got pumped in that game without Ja Morant. Not only without Ja Morant, without Steven Adams, without Brandon Clark. So we'll get into the lack of energy to start off the game. But to me, this is like the city of Gotham putting the bat signal up in the sky saying, we're waiting for you, Batman. We're waiting for you. Are you going to come to play? And my question is, I don't need to see passive LeBron James. I need to see the villain LeBron James from the Miami Heat days that says, okay, challenge accepted. I am going to bring it. I am going to bark back. Please, thank you for bringing the best version of me out of me on the stage that it matters the most. Now we're going back home, and now I want to see it. And AD, D'Lo, we can talk about what the rest of the team needs to do, but I don't want to see LeBron James ease himself into games anymore. That's all we talk about. Like, well, LeBron lets the game come to him. I need to see LeBron James take it to the game and be aggressive right from the beginning, because basketball players, that's what we do when somebody calls you out and calls you old to the public, when we've seen LeBron James be the player we know he always is, because he's been that way this year.
Go ahead, Wendy.
This is a trap. It's a trap to try to get LeBron to try to want to score, because that's what the Grizzlies need to happen. Say whatever you want about Dillon Brooks. He's savvy. He's made himself a big name for a guy who's a role player, going to be a free agent. He is leading this show because of what he said. We've seen this before. I've seen this since LeBron was in his early 20s, when this was Deshaun Stevenson with the Wizards 15, 18 years ago. But in this particular case, it's a trap. This is the kind of stuff that Draymond Green has done over his career, because Draymond Green is smart. Draymond Green knows how to instigate the opponent and get it on to the Warriors' favor. Last night, the Grizzlies won for a number of reasons. But one of the reasons was that LeBron took 9 more shots than Anthony Davis. If LeBron is the focus of the Lakers offense, if LeBron is out there trying to get 40, that favors the Grizzlies. What the Grizzlies can't handle is Anthony Davis. In game 1, where the Lakers won, Anthony Davis took 1 more shot than LeBron. He was a dominant force, particularly at the defensive end. But they need that. So there is nobody I've ever met in the NBA who is smarter than LeBron James. So I suspect he will not fall into this. Although there is some evidence in the past that poking LeBron in a playoff series can get you marginal short-term benefits. There's a couple of instances I could point out that happened with Lance Stevenson, that happened with the Dallas Mavericks back in the 2011 finals. But generally, LeBron is probably smart enough to ignore this. But in addition to just getting attention, don't mistake the fact that Dillon Brooks is making a strategy play here to put a big hunk of flesh on a bait for LeBron to ignore Anthony Davis. The Lakers can't take it. LeBron can't take it.
Brian Windhorst, it's a rare, rare moment when you show up on this show and I completely disagree with you. This is one of those moments. Now, I want you to listen to your boy Stephen A. and listen good, okay? This is basketball. And if you're talking about a series, you're absolutely right. There's nothing wrong about what you said. But you and I know, just like Jay Williams knows, there are moments that matter. And moments are never more applicable and never more embraced than in the sport of basketball. Because you see, yes, you could argue boxers. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, it's only 2 of y'all in the ring. We get all of that. Tennis court, fine, obviously so. But when you talk about a team sport, basketball is what it's all about in this regard. When you chirp like Dillon Brooks chirped last night, now you got to bust his ass. Excuse my language. You literally got to do that.
Don't excuse yourself.
I'm not talking
excuse
about
yourself.
games 4, 5, 6, 7 winning the series. I'm talking about in a game where you make a statement and you remind them who the hell you are. And this is one of those moments if you are LeBron James. Now, I understand that you're pointing to Anthony Davis. Wendy, I want to hear that. I don't want to hear about the 9 more shots of Anthony Davis. Did you see how Anthony Davis looked last night? Did you see him? Did you see him? He looked like the entire game, he looked like he just woke up and was rubbing his eyes and struggling just to get it going. The whole game. That's why LeBron shot so many more shots than him, because Anthony Davis never showed up last night. Now, you could go and I know you saw the game from start to finish. You know your basketball. So you watch Anthony Davis from the opening tip. He never showed up. He was sleepwalking in game 2, period. LeBron James had to do that. But what I'm trying to say is that LeBron, because as we all know, the brilliant basketball savant that he is, he knows how to play the game and not necessarily take the bait and still drop 40. That's what I'm saying. I'm not telling him to ignore the team. I'm not telling him to ignore strategy. I'm not telling him to just go out there and jack up shots. I'm saying you could be LeBron doing what you normally do to win while busting his you-know-what in the process. Because he ain't on LeBron's level. And LeBron, yes, you are old in basketball parlance, but we haven't seen somebody this old look this brilliant the way LeBron James can. As far as I'm concerned, he's been the one consistent component for the Los Angeles Lakers that has shown up in the first 2 games. And last point.
Preach.
Brian Windhorst, you'd have never said that about Kobe.
Ooh.
You'd have never said that about Michael Jordan. They were assassins, and I know they're totally different than LeBron James in terms of their mental makeup, their mental approach to it. But there are moments when LeBron has showed us, y'all must have forgot who the hell I am. Let me remind you. There has been moments in his career when he has done that. I'm simply saying, Game 3 at the Crypto.com arena, the Lakers, home playoff game, their first one of this postseason. Go out there and put on a show and make a statement. That's what I think LeBron needs to do in this game. This game.
And Wendy, can I say
this game.
Just with Stephen A., the trap doesn't mean that you need to come out and take 30 shots. Reverse engineer it. The trap just should lead to you being aggressive 24/7 and pushing your teammates and yourself. Like, so for me, it's more the energy in which LeBron approaches the game that is the setup mechanism for him to dominate the game, right? Like, that's the thing that's missing from here. It's not, hey, just let me ease into the rhythm. Let me build the lather. It's, let me get my lather before the game even starts, because once this game kicks off, I'm about to go into bust your head open to the white meat mode. And that's what I want to see from LeBron James, because I think that trickle-down effect will help Anthony Davis and will help D'Lo.
All right.
Okay, you guys are working as agents for Dillon Brooks right now. This is exactly what he wants. He wants you to put pressure on LeBron. Mm-hmm. He wants you to call LeBron to go shoot those shots and forget about Anthony Davis, just so you know.